Welcome to Shiny New Clients, the marketing podcast that helps you attract shiny new clients to your business. We'll talk about social media, what makes people buy, how to go viral, and marketing psychology, all in 20 minutes or less. Whether you're a coach, a stylist, or a wedding planner, if you've got a service-based business to sell, this is the show you need to fill your calendar. I'm Jenna Warner, your new marketing coach, and this is Shiny New Clients. After I told my sister this, she said it literally changed her life and insisted I make a podcast episode about it so that we could share it with the world. That's how powerful she found this little bit of advice that I actually learned off of a TikTok video. So if you want to honestly love your life more, get less stressed out at work, not be upset over unsubscribes and refund requests, just generally spend less time angry and more time fulfilled, hopefully this will help you get there. So my sister is a business owner and she called me frustrated at a client. It happens. Actually, this was a lead. Someone was in the process of buying from her and she got really frustrated. And I'm going to tell you a similar story because I don't want to out her without her permission for the thing that was pissing her off. So let's talk about it as if it were Margaret, the lactation consultant, all right? Margaret gets a call from someone and they say, I would love to work with you. Where are you located? Margaret says, the north end of the city. And the person goes, oh, no, I am not going to the north end. Never mind. Margaret gets off the phone. She's pissed. She's like, how judgmental of them. Is it because the north end of the city has like a certain type of person that she doesn't like? Does she think that I'm a certain kind of person because I live in the north end of the city? How judgmental. My family lives in the north side of the city. I picked this specifically for my business so that I could serve people and have like close highway access. And I like intentionally chose this location. And now someone is telling me that it is a bad, stupid location. Margaret is now spiraling. And whatever your situation is, these things happen to us all the time, right? The long and the short of it is someone turns us down in some way, and then we make up a story about why they did it. But we need to remember that we are making up that story. All these tales we tell ourselves, these webs we weave, we are making it up, even if they feel very true to you in the moment. In that moment, Margaret would swear to you she knows exactly why this person doesn't want to come to the north end of the city, and she's going to let herself get riled up, and she's going to argue to you, argue to herself, argue to her friends on what this person meant when they said that. And it's going to feel really, really true, especially in the moment when those emotions are high. But you and I can tell that Margaret is making up that story. She has no evidence on what the deal was with this person who didn't want to come. Maybe this person got in a car accident last time they drove to the north end of the city, and now they're scared. Maybe their ex-boyfriend lives in the north end of the city, and they just do not want to risk running into him. Maybe they don't have enough money for gas to get out there. They have enough money for this appointment, and that's all the money they have, and they don't have enough gas to get all the way across the city. Maybe they have very limited availability and they are only free on Mondays and they're literally not going to be able to get their kids from pickup and then get all the way to the north side. There's just not time. We don't know. So the thing I told my sister in this moment is I reminded her, hey, you're making up a sour story. You're making up a story that doesn't serve you. And might I suggest we make up a story that makes you feel better since you're making it up anyway? And this is what I had heard on this TikTok, and I'm sorry, it was so long ago. I don't know where the TikTok went or where it came from or whatever, but she was talking about like, if just make up a story that serves you because you're making one up anyway. So I told Mallory, my sister, in this moment, not Margaret, or back to Mallory, that's my sister. Don't know if I said her name, but now you know. So I told her in this moment, maybe this guy that called you that she was upset at, I told this huge, elaborate story, and in it we like really empathize with him. I'm like, and then his friends moms are mad at him and it's really his friend and he doesn't even want to be on the call with you, but he was the guy that was deemed the guy that had to call and had to break this news, and he's embarrassed to even be asking you these questions. And it made us both, we got excited because the story became fun, and also we discovered my story made just as much sense as hers, except on the other side of it, we felt good instead of being upset at the tail, Essentially, we are reframing the things that bug us. I've actually caught myself lately doing a lot of really positive reframes. Let me tell you one. That came to me. Okay, I just finished a big promotion for Freebie in a Weekend. Maybe you're coming. If you're coming, I can't wait to hang out with you, June 21st and 22nd. So during this promotion, I know, and I teach people that your sales posts are likely going to get the fewest amount of views and engagements of all of your content. That's totally normal. It's to be expected. I've taught it to now over 1,000 people that your sales content gets fewer clicks, and that's okay, because the goal of sales content is to sell. So that's our lesson. So here's a pro tip for you, whilst you are in a promotional period, it's very smart to post some fun stuff as well to get your engagement up. You might want to repost some old stuff that did well. You might just want to post some fun growth content, engagement attracting content, silly stuff, things amongst your sales. So during a promo, you're not only selling, but you also have this other stuff that's going to get you more clicks and more views. So I did that during my promo because that's what I teach. And my content that I posted was old stuff that did well before. So I scheduled it to go out now. It went out during the promo, stuff that I know typically performs really well. It's all right on track. I'm following my own strategy. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. But then I looked at my numbers and I thought, oh my goodness, oh poor me. My posts that were reposts did better than all my other content. And it's all my old reposts that I posted before. Was I better before? Am I losing my touch? These are all the things that I'm telling myself. I'm like, am I not fun anymore? Because now it's all the stuff I posted last year is performing well. Does that mean that I'm no good? Jenna, get it together. And I'm sharing this because I think it's important to know that we all go through these things. Sometimes when I share moments of questioning myself like that, people seem to really be glad to hear that I'm not perfect. For me, it's loud and clear. I know I'm not perfect. But anyway, I found myself having these thoughts and then I caught them. That's step number one. You want to catch yourself when you're thinking those things. And I thought, hey, hang on a second. I've got a couple posts up right now that got tons and tons of views that took me zero work because 2024 Jenna made these posts. She thought of them. She recorded them. All I had to do was repost something old. How about instead of going into an existential crisis here, I reframe this thought and be thankful and excited that I did practically no work in the present moment to get huge views and in front of 40,000 people. Huh? How about that? That is what we call a reframe. I just snapped. I don't know if you could hear it, but snaps for reframes. Do this with your unsubscribes. Do this with your unfollows. Do this with your refund requests. You want to know something awesome about refund requests? The more sales you make, the more refund requests you get. So as you scale up and as you sell more and start serving more people, you will get more refunds. So if you're getting those now, you probably hit a new tier. If you're getting refunds, if you sold 3 things and all 3 people are refunded, I'm going to be honest with you, there's probably a problem with that product. But if you're scaling up and you're serving more people and then you're having more refunds than you've ever dealt with before, while also serving more people than you've ever served before, that's normal. So how about we give ourselves a little pat on the back? Let's reframe that. Dead in its tracks. Another fun one is, how about that car behind you that's tailing you and won't lay off and you're thinking about brake checking? Maybe he has to poo. Maybe he has to poo and he is racing to get home and poo. And you're going to argue with me in the moment. You're going to be like, no, Jenna, I can see him. That guy's a you know what. I know his type. Do you? You're making up that story. My story makes you laugh. Your story makes you more angry at him. Let's use mine instead. He's got a poo. Speaking of stories, shamelessly, I have to remind you that if you would like to know what stories to post every day for a week, then you would love Strategic Stories, the 5-day Instagram challenge, and you can find the link to it in the description of this episode. It's one of our most popular mini courses, I think. Super easy, super low priced. Give you a video and a prompt every day so that you know that your stories are being super strategic. People have told me they love it because it now gives them a framework that they just reuse every week, which is awesome. You can find that below this episode. And one more thing, if you're listening on Spotify, there's now a feature where you can leave a comment. If you feel like telling me about a reframe that you have made or giving me a thought and you want me to reframe it, let's have fun in that comment section. Why not? Feel free to comment that and we can chat it out there. Or if you just want to say hi, I do read all of those comments. That's all for now, loves. We'll talk to you soon.